Good evening, good evening, good evening. Welcome in. Bienvenue. Come on in. How are we all? Let me see who's here. So, Frida, howdy, howdy. Wiccan, Cassius, Shane. Oh, good to see you. Yeah, it's windy in Sheffield. Yeah, it's windy up here as well. Stay safe. 60-mile-an-hour winds at the moment, and I've just heard my bins going sailing. God knows only where, and my garden furniture is all over the place. So, yeah, stay safe. Danny, hi, Danny. Hello, in beautiful. Do you class yourself as New England? I think you do, don't you? How are you? Yeah, Cooper's okay. God, right on cue. He's got his squeaky toy. Yeah, his eye is getting better. The vet is happy with it. Cooper, I know. Everybody knows you're here. So yeah, it's not as. I mean, I obviously you all know I was really upset. I thought he was genuinely thought he was going to lose his eye. But no. Right, stop now, Coops. Come on, please. Let me see who else is there. Cassius, we're good. Hi, Simples. Lovely to see you. Oh, thank you, Wiki. That's from earlier. That was my pre-walk photo. I didn't look like that when I came in. Yeah, he's right. Are you going to stay calm down now? No, stop playing with your squeaky deaky. Thank you very much. How is everybody? What have I missed? Because I haven't been on YouTube much really. I've had quite a lot going on the last couple of weeks or so. Actually, more, to be honest. You're just sorting the dogs, are you? Okie dokie, Wix, not a problem. Now I want to Cooper, stop it. We have to do a shout out because I've got a friend who might be watching. I'm not sure. But I have a friend who's very poorly with COVID at the moment. Cooper, stop. So just been in hospital as well. So and came out today. So been in ICU with it. So it's pretty bad. So yeah, get well soon if you're listening. Glad. Yeah, I'm glad he's all right as well, Fried. I was really worried about him. I genuinely thought because he'd done that much damage, I thought he was going to lose his eye. Cooper says hi back, Shane. I've also realised that I'm having some problems sending text messages, like proper text. So I don't know if Leon is listening. I did try and reply to your text, hon. So Do It Noel's Way Paranormal. This is for everybody else. We're going to obviously try and get Leon up as a guest. And I know that a couple of times I've sent text messages to people and they haven't received them. They thought I'm ignoring them. I haven't heard back from him, so I'm presuming it's lost in the ether. I shall try again, unless you come in chat. Or probably, I could probably try contacting you on, if you've got WhatsApp, Leon, if you listen at all, and maybe try and get hold of you on WhatsApp instead. So I haven't got anything great to talk about tonight. It's just I thought I'd better touch base with everybody, see how you all are. I know there's been a bit of shizzle-madizzle going on, excuse me, over the past couple of weeks. So what else am I missing here? COVID. Hi, COVIDs. Cheers, everyone. Happy Saturday. Just popping in to show support. Hope everything's been. Oh, thank you, COVIDs. COVIDs, do you want to drop your link in here in case anybody's not sub to you? He's got a great channel. Always makes everybody feel really welcome. And I know he'd be really glad to have some more subs from over this neck of the woods. So yeah, if you don't mind, or can somebody drop COVID's link in the chat. And same with Danny After Dark. Danny After Dark's got a fantastic channel. Please just feel free, drop your links in, and everybody sub. For those who don't know, she's got a really great true crime channel, and she talks over old cases, cold cases, She does true crime book reviews, really, really good. Oh, thank you, Wiccan. There's COVID's link there, so please give him a sub. And if we can have Danny's in there as well, and anybody else with a channel, Wiccan, drop yours in, because Wicky's got a channel. She's just got over 500 subs. Thank you. There's Danny's channel as well. Please like and subscribe. You're welcome. So put yours in, Wix. Danny, everyone. Oh, let me have a little. What we're saying here. Everyone gets your, like I said, just stopping in, spending time with Pops. Catch. I hope. Love to your father, COVIDs. Much love, and we're sending all our healing thoughts to him and to you. Take care, sweetheart, and we'll see you on your next live, no doubt. So I forgot that Dar's working, isn't he? I don't think he's going to be coming in. Oh, thank you for doing that, Frida. Prayers for COVID's dad. He's not very well at the moment, so anybody who wants to drop some prayers, healing thoughts, whatever is your preference, please do that. I know you mentioned ordering from Temu, one of your last lives. I'm in the middle of an order right now. It's so hard not to add on. Oh, Danny, I just got another order. Order number 4 came, and I was thinking, oh my God, it's not going to come in time for Christmas, because it said it would be delivered anytime between. I made the order on the 29th of November, and the minute I did it, I thought, shit, this isn't going to get here in time. However, it arrived today. I'm so impressed. I've got so much stuff. But I can't show everybody what I've got, because some of the people here, some of the things are for them. So it's killing me. I can maybe do what I might do is do a video of everything that I've got, and then maybe film it late, show it later on so that everybody can see exactly what I got. But I have got some tremendous things. I'll tell you what I have got though. The magnetic eyelashes. And Sheila and I were talking about this, and they're not cheap, like the proper magnetic ones, not the ones with the. I am a wagon Wiccan. So the magnetic, the true magnetic lashes, and they're not cheap. I have got 4 pairs of them. They're in a little case with a magnifying mirror and the special 2 lots of applicators to get them on, and the tweezers and everything. £6.75. I couldn't believe. Well, I couldn't not. So I'm going to have some fun with those. But as Sheila said, don't be putting them on now. They'll blow away in the wind. This wind is so bad. 60 miles an hour. And yeah. Oh, Cooper saved my life earlier as well. I know there'll be some people in the cheap seats going, oh, shit. But tough, I'm still here. I took Cooper down for a walk, and we went down to another village that's not far away. It's lower down, and I thought it'll be safer than being up here on the tops, walking near trees. Anyway, we got along this particular lane that we normally walk at, and we were the bit, where the video that I sent to some of you with that thing that was screeching up in the woods. We were there. And normally he's running on ahead of me, like only about 20 feet ahead. He'll run ahead, and then he stops and waits, and he runs ahead again. Right. He ran ahead, and then he stopped. So I caught up with him. I'm like, come on. And he wasn't for budging. I was like, come on, mate. No. And he wouldn't come. And so I'm getting a bit cross with him, because it's screaming a gale. It's pissing down with rain. I'm cold. My hood's blowing off. I'm looking like Swamp Thing. And I'm going, come here. And anyway, what he did was he turned around and ran back the way we'd come, only about, I don't know, 30, 50 feet, something like that, and stood there. So I'm going, get here. And he wouldn't come. And I thought, right, you little shit, I'll put his lead on him. So I walked back to him, put his lead on. And as I did that, I heard this almighty cracking sound. Frigging great big sycamore trees come down right across the path. virtually where we'd been standing. He knew. He knew. So I went down to Asda and I bought Cooper a steak just to thank him. So yeah, my dog saved my life. What are you putting there? Oh, the Christmas. Oh, I've got some Christmas lights as well. They did send me one wrong. The only thing they've ever done wrong was I ordered 2 lots of the ice blue lights. They're like blue and white, they're like snowflakes. So one blue, one white, you know, and so on all the way along. I ordered 2 lots of them. However, they sent me one lot which were blue and white and the other one which were red and white. But I thought, you know what, for what they were, there is something like £1.50 for this full string of lights. They're really good. So I thought, you know what, Stuart and hello everyone, kiss my axe. When is Leon joining the panel? He has some great stories and a very good video. Yeah, well, oh, sorry, Stuart. Yeah, you're new. Thank you very much for the sub. And I believe you came from Mix channel, didn't you? Or rather, you saw a recommendation from Mix. So thank you very much. That's another thing as well. Anyone who hasn't subbed into Mick McLaren, please do. Oh, I'm not bothered, Frida. I've got them up. It doesn't matter. So yeah, one of the little rules I have here, Stuart, is that I will make everybody a mod, but I can't do it at the moment because I'm on my phone. But yeah, you're welcome. Really nice to see you in there. I had a text message from Leon about sorting this out. I did reply to him. I haven't had anything back, so I'm thinking he's possibly not had my text, because a few times when I've texted people, it hasn't come back. So I'm going to try again, or I'll see if he's on WhatsApp and try and get him that way. I'd initially been hoping this week, but obviously other things had happened. I've not been online. So potentially next week sometime. I'll see when he's free anyway, and we can sort it out. And then obviously we're coming into the run up to Christmas, aren't we? What kind of things do you like, Stuart? I know what the rest of these reprobates enjoy listening to. But what kind of thing interests you? You know, if it's like Green Eyes, she's always, and Simples, that you're both into the alien stuff. But then and Dogmen as well. I think Brian and Cassie, you both like the Dogmen stuff. Everybody likes the ghost stories. There's also, I found you see, I'm a bit knackered really about mentioning certain places, because I don't want to dox myself, and I don't want to dox. Not that I give a shit, 'cause if anybody turns up at my house, they're just going to end up going out sideways into the middle of the street and landing on their ass. But I still don't want everybody knowing exactly where I live. But there is a place not that far away from here. I walk the dog round there. It's yeah. I'm thinking of if I can get somebody to do it with me, because I'll be way too scared on my own. But that would be worth doing a live from. It's very, very haunted. So, and also, I don't know if I could. You see, I've got quite a few things lined up. One of the things that will be happening it's probably going to be in the new year, I would say. I've got a couple of things. I've got one thing which is going to be an overnighter at the oldest pub, I think it is. Is it the oldest pub in the UK? Haunted pub. Have got permission from the owners of this pub to do an overnighter there. Not telling you where, but that's going to be, I think it was January, I think. So that's one thing. And also, I don't know what you guys would think. I thought you would all be really interested in this. So, as you all know, with my whole Viking history and love of everything ancient and authentic, and this will probably appeal, I don't know, it might appeal to the men more than the women. I don't know. Anyway, I know somebody who is a a craftsman, shall we say. They make authentic swords, knives. They've done, oh, which film was it? Oh, flipping heck. They did the swords for a film, and I can't remember which it was. Oh God, it's gonna. Sorry, I'll have to think about that for a minute till it comes back to me, because they did tell me, and I've forgotten. However, this particular person has said that he will make, if I film it, do it live, and will make an authentic Viking sword. And I don't want to give too much away, because when you hear of how this will go about, or how he'll go about this, even down to using authentic, the metal. They don't use like modern metal. It's metal that has been, that's like 1,500 years old, but is basically going to create an authentic Viking sword. And on top of that, I've got to think now, Dar will probably know, is it the Norwegian heritage? Anyway, no, Norwegians, they're sending a film crew over, and they're going to be filming it as well. So that's going to be on my channel coming up, but again, that'll be in the new year, won't be this year. So yeah, I've got some exciting things. So I don't know what you think of that. Frida, so do I at times. It's natural, and your fear can protect. Yeah, well, I get scared, as you know. I'm a, what was it Helen Happy Thoughts said of a shit house? Yeah, I think that the recreating the Viking sword, because it's going to be done in an authentic way. It's going to be made how it would have been made 1,000+ years ago. So it's not going to be modern. It'll be real time. I just think it's going to be. It's just very interesting. It's a skill that not many people do. Gladiator, that was it. That was the film. The the Germanic tribes at the beginning, when they're having when they're fighting with Russell Crowe. When Russell Crowe's still like Roman and before he becomes the gladiator, and they're in Germany, and they're, or Germania, or whatever they call it, and they're fighting the Germanic tribes. Apparently, those swords, this friend of mine made those swords, him and one other person. So they do all these authentic, I think there's more than that one they've done, but anyway, yeah. So I just think the fact that it's going to be a Viking sword, there's going to be a Norwegian film crew doing it as well. I think that's ace. Exclusive. Kiss my axe. Maybe should have got him to make an axe. I could throw it at people. But yeah, but then, like I said, January, it's going to be an overnight ghost hunt. I shit myself, as you all know. Right, so what do you all want to talk about? Because as I said, it wasn't anything that was being planned today. It was just a catch up. What's he put? Sharpen that fist. Should that be first, Cassius? Are you typing with your ass again? Oh no, that's what you would like as well, Cassius. He's actually making the replica of the Wallace sword. The one in the Wallace monument. He's making another one for, oh God, Scottish Heritage, whoever they are. I have to get back into the Vikings again. Kiss, I really enjoyed those lives. Yes. So instead of sharpen that fist, it should have been sharpen that axe. Cassius, what the F? Oh, dear me. I'm all hunched over charging this iPad. Sure excuse the night, is it? Did you? Yeah, whatever. Oh, what else was I going to say then? Yeah, do you know what else I was listening to? This is how bored I was because I need to reinvigorate myself at getting back onto all these things that were, that I was covering, because I've kind of done midway this, midway that. Can we briefly talk about what has been happening? I still know sweet FA about what happened. Seems like everyone knows apart from me. Yeah, well, all I can say, Simples, the only reason nobody's talking about it isn't for any of the reasons that all the knobheads think, because I've heard all sorts of stuff. So all I can say is for me, right? Let's watch the figures jump up now, the watch figures. Oh, here we go. We've suddenly gone from 16 to 21. How's that? Right. All I can speak for is myself, Simples, because it's not going to be a case of, no, it's not cloak and dagger at all. Not by any stretch of the imagination. Nobody. Let me have a think. I'm going to word this, because some of the things I've heard, I'll give you some examples. So while they're listening, whatever, start recording, do whatever you like. Some of the things I've heard are, none of them are saying anything about it because they're all scared. Bullshit. They're all taking stuff off the channels just to try and make themselves seem innocent. Bullshit. They're not saying anything because they've all slagged each other off to her and they're frightened in case she comes back and says stuff. Bullshit. Okay. So that's just to let you know, those are some of the things that are getting said. I can only speak for myself, but I will tell you now, and there's no details going to be, because as you all know, unlike that lot, I've always said that conversations that happen between friends have happened when you were friends. And just because you may fall out, that doesn't negate the fact that things were said between friends in the confidence of a friendship, regardless of whether you fall out, regardless of whether you end up hating each other's guts. Okay. That's the way that I look at it. So whatever happened is not for public consumption. What I needed to say, I said to the person concerned, and that's the end of it. My things that went on with me are nothing to do with anybody else. I'm not going talking to Wiccan or Frida or Brian or Cassius or Simples or Lady Witch or anybody else about things that are private. And the problem is, Simples, that because everybody thinks they know what's going on, I'm not talking about you here, I'm talking about the people who are like stirring the pot. They're adding little bits on. They're doing it to try and provoke a reaction because nobody knows what's going on. So that's not about trying to keep people in the dark. That's about people just having a little bit of kind of integrity, shall I say, because that's the one thing we've always said in here. I think that when people make public what should have remained private conversations, emails, text messages, that's despicable. It's despicable. It's a shitty thing to do. And it just shows that you can't be trusted. Well, I always like to. No, that it's not talking in code, Simples, love. It's literally just because we aren't discussing things. Everybody has got a reason for what they've done and when they did it. No, Simples. It's honest to God, it was. I'm trying to say this now. You've got my email, haven't you, Simples? Drop me an email. And I can have a conversation with you away from the flapping ears and big nose. Oh, right, okay, hang on. So basically, so it's not about being cloak and dagger. It's just about the fact that if people have, you see, some people on this site seem to think that every single aspect of their lives should be for public fodder. Well, that's up to them. But I've never worked like that. Nobody else has. So, they can leave them to their own devices. If they want to start coming up with the conspiracy theories and what they think has happened here and what they think has happened there, they haven't got a clue. And that's the only reason that I am not saying anything. So does that kind of answer a bit of your question, Simples? Because we all don't know each other's reasons for whatever, regardless of whether people believe that or not. I'm not going to go and discuss what have been very private conversations that yeah, it's private and personal, not up for discussion. That's right, Wiccan. That's it. Yeah, especially not on a live chat. Yeah. Lady Witch Simples, I don't know all the details, but let's just say intensely private things were shared that should not have been. There you go. There you go. So again, yeah, hopefully that'll give you a little bit of an insight. And this wasn't a this wasn't a lot of people all getting together and decide, and gossiping or anything like that. It wasn't. It happened to be just kind of everything. It was really weird that it all kind of happened at the same time. So, oh look, and the numbers have gone up again. God, it's like curtain twitches, isn't it? So you're still not going to hear anything. So you can sit there and record, but you're not going to hear anything. Like I've said, people that have conversations with friends and former friends and then make them public are pieces of shit, in my opinion. So you won't be getting any of that on my channel. None whatsoever. If you can't be trusted to hold a confidence of somebody that was a friend in the past, then how anybody can trust you, God only knows. Yeah, they will be disappointed. So anyway, all 25 people in the cheap seats, we're going to go back to talking about other things. So I'm sorry to Shane and Stuart. I'm so sorry, love, I forgot your name. I'm sorry, because obviously you're not going to know what's going on there. Didn't mean to be cryptic. It's a different community and it's just something that happened recently. So I do apologise for that. Thought I would like to draw everyone's attention to my new gorgeous, your avatar. Oh, what is it? Let me see. I'm going to put you up on the screen. I can't see. What is it, Lady Witch? Is that a leech? Brian. Da, 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 da. Oh, dear me. I wonder. I wonder how many. I wonder how many clips that's going to end up in now over the over the next few days. Is it a leech and a shell bang? Yeah, Brian, give us a song. Da 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 da. 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 A leech in a handbag. Did you all like the thumbnail I had up for this one, though? I don't know if any of you noticed what it was before you came in. They do go very well together, don't they, Frida? Oh, listen, I've got again something else that I got that I ordered, which, well, you're going to see it shortly. I got Frida's grandson a little gift because he's very into his Vikings, isn't he, Frida? And I recommended a book well, it's a few months ago now, isn't it, on the Vikings that Frida got for him. Well, I'd asked and I said, would it be inappropriate if I got him a little gift to send over to you for him for Christmas, Viking related? Well, I'm sorry, I want to keep it. It's like a Viking spearhead amulet. It's really cool. I'm like, shit, I might want to keep this. It might go missing in the post. Sorry, no, it won't. If it goes missing in the post, there'll be things said, I tell you. Hi, Lisa Marie. How are you, love? What the hell is that supposed to mean there, Cassis? No, it stirred really fast, I think impeded the state. What? Oh, getting another one. Yeah, well, I might do, yeah. Cassius. Shona wants a fur coat for Christmas. I don't think the donkey jacket went down too well. Make one out of. Listen, you've got those dogs, yeah? You know how much hair comes out of them. Can you not get somebody to weave a one? With all the groomings? Because friends of mine have Malamutes and they showed me what comes out of those dogs every day. So you could stuff cushions with it. Do you know the thing is you can't delete the message after you've typed it? What have you put ginger minge for? What the F? Who's a ginger minge? You lot of crackers. Have any of you heard of the Grilla? The Icelandic, it's like the Witch of Iceland, the Christmas witch. Just something to throw out there while we're humming and hawing and wondering what to talk about. But while I'm waiting for you to come back to me to let me know if any of you have heard of her, as I said, I was actually listening back to my Jack the Ripper, my victims, because I need to pick that up again. And I finished it, didn't I, on Annie Chapman, and I really need to start because it was Longley's Stride, but obviously at the time there were things going on which stopped me from doing that live. Don't shop in Iceland. Oh, Brian, you make these Iceland jokes every time. Purple Aki. Brian. No, I have to wait. I have to give notice for Purple Aki because Helen will be really upset if she doesn't get to see it. And I know Danny's going to kill me because she's been waiting like mad for Purple Aki. But I have to do it properly. So this was just a bit of a typos. Shane, been looking into the Pigman of Cannock Chase. What you think it might be? What do you think it is? Because there's the other one. I think there was a Pigman in. Was it Wigan? Pigman. Oh God, I'm sure it was somewhere like Wigan or Preston or somewhere like that. Sort of as she got evil enablers, gremlin-like things. Yes, Stuart. Very well done. So just while we're waiting for people to catch up in chat, so the Grilla is she's an Icelandic witch, And as most people may not be aware, most Scandinavian countries and countries of Scandinavian origin, like Iceland, the Christmas creatures aren't particularly nice. And the Grilla, she's basically a horrible old bitch, to be fair. And she's got these 13, they're like troll children, and they're called the Yule lads. And these 13 kids from the 12th of December, so the 13-day run up to Christmas Day, one of the lads per day will come and visit the homes, you know, for any like naughty children, lazy children, what have you. Now, Grilla has got, she's on a third husband. I don't know what the first two were anything to do with, but the third husband, she'll end up, I think it's on Christmas Eve, she'll make a stew out of naughty children and they boil them alive, and her husband will eat this like stew stroke soup made out of children that lasts them for the whole year until next Christmas. And it's actually quite horrific. Oh, hiya, Fern, love. Haha, hey, kiss everyone. Purple Aki. Are you doing demonstrations with the churn? Yes, I look forward to Jack the Ripper series a lot. It's lovely to see you, love. How have you been? No, Purple Aki isn't a cryptid, Stuart, but although Wicked Moon did say that it's like, you know, it's like seeing Bigfoot if anybody's seen Purple Aki. All I say, there are some dogging spots around there. Do you know what? There's one here near me. It's the most beautiful area where I live. And down one of the lanes, there's a really nice, beautiful parking space. And every night it's just full of doggers. I was thinking of getting some spotlights on the front of my Volvo, you know, so I could just go on and scorch all the retinas and make them jump out. Yeah, I'm okay. Back in your house for now. It's really windy, so catching a few lives, faffing and listening. Oh, I'll tell you, Fern, I've just been talking now about here. 60 mile an hour the winds have been. Yeah, it's been pretty horrific. Hey, up, Sid. What's occurring? Ow. How's Nancy? Give us a quick update, love. Let us know how she's doing. And what you've been up to as well. We've not really had oh, Frida Sid's in, although you can't see him. Hang on, I'll highlight Sid for you. There you go. Because you two can probably still not see each other. Oh, good. I'm glad everyone can see Fern. I know that a lot of people are having difficulty seeing each other, or they can see each other, or they can't. Hello, Sid. Still can't see you. Oh, bless you. I wish I knew why that happened. Because I think the last time Nancy was home, wasn't she? I think. What are we saying here? She's not too good at the mow. Oh, hang on. Where have you gone? Oh, sorry about that. I didn't only mean to have. She's not too good at the mow. She's got to have an angioplasty on Wednesday plus other. Oh God. Right. Chat. We need to do something about this. So I think we need to have the power of positive thought, because Nancy, that poor lady, has been through the mill. Absolute mill. I don't know how she's still managing to stay so positive. It's never a break. So just for a second, can we please all send Nancy, just every bit of positive thought that you've got, whether you want to pray, ask the universe, just send positive vibes, prayer, hands, hearts, whatever for Nancy, because I hate that the suffering that that lady's going through. It's just not fair. So for Christmas, let's wish them both some absolute miraculous healing, please. And thank you. Thank you, Lady Witch. What's Wiccan saying? Hey, Sid, I'm so sorry to hear about Nancy. Sending her love. Yeah, absolutely. You lot are great. And because we're such a tight crowd, you know, I think when you're doing positive thoughts in a group as well, you know, and we're all such good pals, yeah, I think it's got far more weight behind it. So, yeah, please, universe, gods, God, goddesses, whatever, please let Nancy get better. You only know a fraction of the troubles. It's so sad, but thanks, gang, for positive vibes. Love you all. No, absolutely, Sid. Listen, I'm a firm believer, and I'm a believer in miracles. I do. I know of one miracle that's occurred, and that's been through the power of positive thoughts quite a few years ago, but I'll bore you with it another time. But yeah, everything, gods, goddesses, universe, spirit, everything. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. And failing that, go and give a big hugs from us. Oh, dear me. Sorry, I've got hiccups. Do you know what? I'm going to come clean and fess up. Guess what I had for my tea? When I went and got Cooper's steak from Asda, I got myself a pot of Haagen-Dazs salted caramel ice cream, and I sat here and I ate the whole lot just before I came live, and now I've got hiccups. Oh, thank you, Stuart. Yeah, do you know what? People in here, they're great. They are really, really great. Everybody is. Now we're missing, and I don't care. Let's see if the numbers go up again. But we are missing somebody that I'm going to say hello to now. Is the lovely Sheila. So she's. I mean, I hope she's going to appeal, whatever. But sorry for Stuart. Well, Shane, you know her, don't you? Stuart, you know Sheila is a member of this channel, a friend, and she had a channel taken down. Was it sometime this week? I wasn't online and I missed it. So yeah, so let's all say hello to Sheila. Hello. Love you lots like jelly tots. But while she's not here, we can all really slag her off. So seeing as how some of the know-alls seem to think that we've all been slagging each other off, which we haven't. But yeah, we could do it now. Frida, I was a little unsure when the dogging conversation started. No, we won't be talking about dogging. Dogmen, perhaps. Really? Hey, Sheila. Oh, only found out she had a channel this week. That was fast. Yeah, well, it's shizzle happens. Well, I mean, apparently there's a list in inverted commas, so of people that they're going to try targeting. Whatever, crack on. I just like the moral stance that these people take. You know, they're sitting on these self-appointed thrones of shite, basically. What is it? They're all Bible bashers. Let who is without sin cast the first stone, I think is the phrase, isn't it? I don't care because I'm not a Christian, so whatever. I'm just more about splitting skulls with axes and giving blood eagles, but hey, that's just me. What was Brian? Woof woof. Not that kind of dogging, Brian. Dear me. No, they pick on all the spots. There was a place I used to where I lived years ago, and I'd taken my dogs out for a walk. And I was on one car park and there were some right idiots. They were smoking pot and what have you. Well, across the road and a little bit further up the hill, there was another car park. So I thought, I'm going to go on that one because, you know, they were young lads and yeah, I just found them a bit dodgy and I didn't feel very comfortable getting out of my car on my own, even though I had the dogs with me. So I went to this other car park, only to my horror, that was a dogging car park. I just don't see what the appeal would be. Didn't Stan Collymore got done for that, didn't he? Dogging. Was it? Yeah, it was Stan Collymore, wasn't it? Funny how you seem to know all the dogging sites. Yeah, well, yeah, because ladies on their own need to find out these places and where to avoid. I know this one down the road, just because everybody said, and if you go past it, no matter what time at night, there's always cars, always parked up together. The car park is full. It's in the middle of nowhere. So it's not like it's near a pub or anything with headlights on and flashing lights and yeah, whatever. There is actually a good song. What? Oh, is that in Cannock Chase as well, Shane? They're everywhere, aren't they? I genuinely don't see the appeal because, isn't it? Don't they just like have sex in the car and let other people watch them doing it? Is that the point of the dogging, or do the people watching join in? I don't understand. So, if anybody can enlighten me, please do. There is a song, if any of you know that, they're a female singing group called Fascinating Ada, and they do a song about dogging. It is actually quite funny. Black Lace. Oh, Rita, Sue, and Bob too. We're having a gang bang, we're having a ball, we're having a gang bang against the wall. I love that film. I don't know how they just wouldn't get away with that nowadays, would they? Wildcat. Oh, yeah, a lot more people nowadays go wild camping. They do. I quite like the idea. You have a new kitten. Oh, you've got a kitten called Ada. Oh, lovely, Fern. Have you posted any photographs on your channel? Oh, have you heard it, Lady Witch, the dogging song? We were dogging, we were dogging. I think it makes it funny because it's an elderly lady singing it. I know, Fern, I love that film as well. But it's just when you think about it, I mean, obviously, they're going to try and imply that both girls were 16, so it wasn't actually, you know, illegal. But it's still, I mean, I always wonder if Brian Costigan actually ever cringes about the fact that he was this Lothario who was knocking off two schoolgirls, basically. Oh, yes, Shane loves wild camping. Yes, you do, don't you? I had an old Aunt Ada, first name Lemonade. Brian, stop it. I've not been camping for ages. I've still got my stuff. I've got my camping stove and I've actually got 4 sleeping bags. What I need to do, actually, I need to pick the best one and I should really donate the other 3, you know, maybe to some homeless people or something. They're not really any, well, I don't know, there might be some homeless people around here. But I mean, when I was over on the Fylde, I was horrified at the number of homeless. You know, there were people living on Stanley Park. and just a lot were foreign as well. I'm camp enough, am I? How can I be camp, you nut? Shane, do you have a channel? I follow a lot of wild campers on YouTube. Oh yeah, yeah, you do, don't you, Shane? Have you uploaded yet? Shane actually did an overnighter at what was the bypass? Stockbridge bypass, wasn't it? A few weeks ago. Are you actually going to upload any of that footage, Shane? So we can have a watch of it? Because that would be quite interesting. Oh, Stuart, if you're interested, there is another. She's not been on here for a bit, but it's Jen's Journeys, Nuff Nuff, and she's got a little camper and she goes off and does all these little. And there's another one. It's a van's life, so they're worth subbing to as well. Frida, Shane, camping, my worst nightmare. It's like living away from home without all the facilities. Give me a nice hotel anytime. Oh, Cassie's, we used to do that for that camp in the back green. We'd have a tent set up in the back garden, and because we didn't have sleeping bags when I was a kid, you know what I mean? There was like my dad's army sleeping bag, but we weren't allowed. So we'd just take we had a ground sheet, and then we'd take blankets and duvets and quilts and all sorts of stuff and coats, loads of pillows, and we'd have little lanterns inside. And my nana would come out and she'd bring us supper. So you'd either have like cheese on toast or crumpets or something. And we had to camp like right round the back so that we were in front of the dining room window, so you couldn't see that we were camping because the garden at my nana's was huge, right the way round. So anybody coming down the ginnels at the side or at the back of the orchard couldn't see that there was a tent in the garden, obviously to make sure we were safe. And she would leave the dining room curtains open all night. And I only found out later as I grew up that she never went to bed when us and our friends were camping in the back garden. She used to sit in the armchair all night watching through the window just to make sure that, there wasn't any panicking or, yeah. I thought, bless her socks. Said, I agree. It's very entertaining, Grizzly Gaz. Oh, I've never seen that, Grizzly Gaz. Oh, have I? Oh, hang on a minute. That name is ringing a bell. Grizzly Gaz. Grandwains camp in the caravan in the garden when they stay. Oh, but you see, that's lovely, isn't it, though, Brian? It's part of growing up. We used to have it was like an old Volkswagen Dormobile. Yeah, and we used to play chip shop in it. We'd have like the side sliding windows open, and we used to pretend we were serving our friends chips and what have you, because the roof used to open out and there were beds up in the roof, and we loved it. Can we sleep in it tonight? Can we sleep in it tonight? He always has a disaster. Oh, I do know who you mean. I do know who you mean. Grizzly Gaz. Yeah, I do now. Oh, there was one I was watching. Oh, I think he was up on, I think it was up like Wastwater or somewhere like that. It was somewhere bloody remote, right up a flaming hill on the side of a hill, and it was screaming a gale. Yeah, well, the thing is, Cassie's, those vans are worth a bloody fortune now, if you can get hold of one. I'll tell you what else, right? This is going to shock you, okay? So when I lived in Italy, the family that I was staying with, because we were we were living up near Lake Garda, but they also had a home in Rome as well. So for me to get around, they actually bought me a little Fiat 126, tiny little thing it was. So when I came back to England, because I loved this little car, I bought one. It was secondhand. It had hardly any mileage on. It was a bright red thing, and it was a little Fiat 126. I think I paid about 150 quid for it. Drove it around. The the accelerator to actually get it it was like a little handle on the floor. It was the weirdest little thing, tiny little car. And I drove it around, ran it into, and then I decided, obviously, I wanted something proper, and I gave it to my brother. You know, my brother-in-law who died in 2019. I gave it to him, and then he wrecked it, or whatever. I can't even remember what he did with it, and it went to the scrap, or I think he sold it to the scrap or something, you know, for about 50 quid. Anyway, recently, it's I've seen the cost of these damn things. They're going for like 6, 7, 8, 9 grand. Hindsight, I would have never thought in a million years that a Fiat 126 would have been worth that kind of money. Let me see what you're all putting. It's from Leeds, Halifax. Nifty wee fit. Oh, I loved it, Cassius. I loved it. I think the choke was on the floor as well. Brian, I nearly died when I saw how much they were worth. I was just like, fuck. Because I mean, it was really old when I got it, but it'd been some old fella had it. There were, I think it was probably about, it was at least 20 years old when I got it, and it had something like 9,000 miles on it. And yeah, I was, when I saw what they were going, I just thought, what the, yeah, gutted. That's the second car that I've owned that has ended up being worth an absolute fortune. I had an original Audi Quattro Turbo, you know, the old rally cars with the flared arches. You could, for one of those for a shell, you're talking 10 grand. No, you couldn't have gone dogging in that, Lady Witch. Absolutely not. You could have in the Audi Quattro Turbo. It was like a pimp machine, and I did look like I was a pimp in it. What's a Vauxhall Senator? I don't know that. Legs out the roof. Did I ever tell you guys about the footprint on the ceiling in my car? Yes, my Audi was white, Cassius, as most of them were. Although I did go and test drive another one because I wanted a little bit of, I'll be honest with you, I had no intention of buying it, but I missed driving or sitting in that Audi so much. And I went down to, it was somewhere, it was like, was it Nantwich, I think it was. And it was a blue one. I'd never seen a blue one before. Oh, Cupra. I've seen, isn't the Cupra, that's the, what was Seat, isn't it? To be honest, Brian, it was like me Fiat 127. Oh, so that was a little bit bigger than my one. No, the footprint wasn't in the 126. So this particular, the guy I used to live with, so we'd gone to, this is really bad. We'd gone out for a night out to Southport, right? And I'd got this brand new, I think I'd only had it about 3 weeks, a brand new Ford Mondeo Estate. Hey up, bitch. Hi, Stella. So got this yeah, Ford Mondeo estate, gorgeous car. We'd gone out, had a meal, what have you. He'd had a good few drinks. And I don't know why, but he went because we had our own house. But you know, it's one of those, isn't it? He went, "Oh, should we go down on the beach? Let's christen the car." So I was like, "Never done it in a car before." Yeah, okay. You know, we're both consenting adults. We're living together. We're in a committed relationship. Whatever. Let's have a bit of fun. So we did. Anyway, so the following week, it was his best friend's wedding, and they were on a budget. So because I had this lovely new car, and we said we would take the groom and his best man, my ex, I'd take them, I'd act as the driver, they two could sit in the back seat of the car. So we did it up with ribbons on the front, and we had some satin that we put over the parcel shelf in the back, and blah 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 blah, just to make it look more weddingy. And it's when we got in the car, and I looked in the rearview mirror, and Chris, my ex, is going with his finger, nodding his head up and looking. And there on the, on the roof was this sandy footprint. My footprint, but anyway, so yeah. Oh dear me. So yeah, that was the tale, and luckily nobody in the wedding party noticed it. He only noticed it because he was in the back, but luckily his best mate Bob, who was the bride, he was the groom, he was too busy like biting his nails to look up. Oh, nearly died. I was driving the car to the registry office. I was peeing myself laughing. I nearly crashed it. Anyway, so there's my story of the footprint on the roof of my brand new car. I'll tell you actually what else was really funny that night. So he decided while we were on the beach. So I don't know if any of you know at Southport, where the old Pontins was and Toad Hall. And if you go down, there's like a slip road. It was on the inside, Brian. It was inside. Gets you onto the beach, and then they've got these great, they call them ducks. They're the great big like trailers that they go for the winkles and things in, and they drag them out, not down the dunes, the other end, Brian. So we were parked up in between these ducks, and he decided he wanted a wee. This is me, just I'm an arsehole. I can be such an arsehole. So he's got on is his shoes, because he's put his shoes back on because he decides he's going to nip out round one of these ducks and have a wee, but he's not getting dressed. So I waited till he went round the back. So I sparked the car up and fucked off. So but what he did was he ran round the other side of this duck, because he's thinking, what the fuck? Because he could see him from the road where he had been. And I put the full beam on so everybody could see his ass. So he ran round this duck, but there was another car there with another couple in. The lad thought he was like a pervert, so the lad got out to try and bollock him. I had to go back and just explain I was being an arsehole. Yeah. So what had been a bit of a romantic and fun night didn't turn out that good in the end. He nearly got the shit beaten out of him. Anyway, it's all fun and games. All's fair in love and war, as they say. Oh man. Is there only me sharing stories tonight, or is anybody else going to embarrass themselves? Oh man. And there's me saying certain things you don't put out in on YouTube. You did, Cassie, if you did, but you know me, I'll always tell the truth. Oh dear me. Anyway, excuse me. You're writing it all down for a bestseller, are you? tell you, I don't know what was funnier though, me screwing off in the car and leaving him, or like I said, the footprints. Oh, come on, Frida, tell us. We already know about old corduroy balls. So you've already shared that one with us. Oh, dear me. Oh, don't make me laugh, Stuart. Seriously, I nearly died last week. The lady who's not here, she like I'm gonna start laughing. She like we're friends away from YouTube. We were sending each other jokes by text message last week. Sorry, it's the week before, wasn't it? Oh my god, I nearly died. I thought we we were kind of trying to make each other guess the movie, but using pictures. A couple of the other people did it as well, and I had pneumonia last year, and my lungs still haven't recovered, and I was laughing that hard. I didn't know I couldn't breathe, and I'm still not right now. Lady witch. Hey, I'm a witch. There's lots of fun to be had naked in the woods. Yeah, well, naked in the woods is good. Just not naked on a public beach with the full beam of a car on you and other people sitting around doing things that they shouldn't be doing in public either. I don't think I've ever been naked in the woods, though. Well, I mean, like dancing around or what have you. Obviously, I've been camping, so that's been naked in the woods. And I did go skinny dipping in Norway. That was when you just think, oh, God, I should not have done that. I think, didn't you go skinny? I'm sure it was Sid went skinny dipping in Norway as well in like -20 or something ridiculous like that. You'll have to remind me. I can't remember who it was, but I'm thinking it was Sid. Because that's how we got talking about me going flipping in that sauna with the beef curtain lady. I used to would be all right over here though. Like you've got bugs that can kill you. I mean, America, it's not that much safer than Australia. Everything in Australia is trying to kill you as well, including green eyes. Where is she, by the way? Then again, she didn't know I was coming live. Dead guts. What, in the sauna? That's it. That was it. He dived into 3-foot deep snow after a sauna. Yeah, and this is what started the whole beef curtain thing off, didn't it? Do you know that's 2 years ago? Polar bear plunge once, never again. Is that what I did in the through an ice hole? That's what we did in Norway. Bombed it down, and everybody. Oh God, I thought my heart was going to stop. And the thing is, a couple of my cousins, because I've got quite a lot of cousins over there, but a couple of my cousins do that on the daily during the winter. She shouldn't be sleeping, the lazy cow. It's probably, I don't know, what time is it in Australia now? I can never work it out. Is it about 7 in the morning, something like that, I think? Then again, she hasn't been sleeping very well, has she? So she's probably trying to catch up on it. Tripping up in 4 inches of snow. Doesn't get. Shut up. I'm not that little. All right, I might be a little bit little, but I'm not that little. Is Stella still here? How is Stella? Because I've not seen you for a little bit, woman. How you diddling? Now, what else have I missed? Because, like I said, I've not been online, so I've kind of missed everything that's been going on. But, you know, when one has a life, it's funny, isn't it? Because I'll just not come online, and then before I realise it, I've had like text messages off people going, "Are you all right? You've not been live for like 3 weeks." I'm like, what? And I think I've only been off for a few days. Is that what you reckon, Brian? Maybe I should stop it. I don't actually, I'll be honest with you, I don't actually need it. Well, I do and I don't. It's kind of my crutch. But I've not had any, I've not had nicotine in my vape since May of 22. No, early March. I did 3 months. I packed in on, yeah, I packed in New Year's Eve, didn't I? In 21. And then by March, I was completely off the nicotine. I only did 3 months, and then it's just like nicotine-free vape. Have you got snow, Cassius? What's that? You have a crouch? What's that? What's a crouch? I have a crouch, but Shona doesn't vape. I don't know what that is. All right. Is it forecast for up there then, Cassius? Is it forecast for around you, Brian? Because I'll be honest with you, I thought this storm was passing by. It sounds like it's getting worse. It's really bad. And I'm amazed that we haven't lost. I've watched this famous last words. I'll touch wood, but I'm amazed that I haven't lost internet yet. Yeah, it's this wind down here. It's about as bad as it's been, but it's been chucking it down with rain. It's flooded everywhere. Are you on nicotine in your vapes, Frida, or are you like me? Cassis, I've been using vape. I got a small smock one. I don't understand why we're limited to 2 mil. It's ridiculous. There she is, the green eyes. Who's having a shit? Hey, Brianna. Hi, love. Listeners while driving. Hope everyone is good. Oh, lovely to see you. Happy holidays. I know it's getting closer, isn't it? Be careful while you're driving. I still can't comment on your videos, Brianna. I want to comment. I need to comment. Otherwise, I'm going to have to copy them and comment on my own channel, and that's defeating the object. Brianna's got a great channel with lovely videos on of her life and all sorts of things that she sees. If anybody wants to sub to Brianna, please do. We were just talking about you. We were, no, I wondered where you were. Brian thinks you were having a shit. Oh, so you're still on the nicotine, are you, Frida? How long have you been vaping then? Well, you were on vapes before me, weren't you? Trying to kill us because you're in us. That's it. Yes, I said, yeah, that was it. I was saying that Australia, America is about, well, it's very close on the heels of Australia with things trying to kill us, including green eyes. Oh, thank you, Brie. Thank you, love. Good to see you. Oh, everybody send Brianna love. Keep your eyes on that road, sweetie. Sunday morning things, cough, cough. Lost my old vape. I had it for years. I'm hoping that I can kind of get off it. Because I'm thinking, you know, by it's 2 years on New Year's Eve. I don't even know if I'll be going out on New Year's Eve. We might have to stay in and do another live. The thing is, I'm so over going out, getting stuck in a pub, can't get served, get my feet trod on, getting drinks spilled on me, watching somebody have a scrap, because there's always some gobshite who has to kick off, can't get a taxi home, freezing to death, losing a shoe, as always. And I think, I might just stay in. I suppose it depends on the weather as well, Cassius, because they're still giving us all this doom and gloom about there being an horrendous, over the Christmas period for snow. But, this Nordic front apparently coming in. Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I've been in Edinburgh once for New Year, and it was good. Cassie's going to Fuzzy Triangle. Been 10 years on vapes, was on the crap ones when they first came out, but they're better now. Right, okay. Oh, so I've kind of came off mine pretty quick. I did get told I'd come off it too soon, though, but it's worked for me, so you're staying home, not even going to bother. No. Do you know what? There's no point. You've seen a Nordic front. It was really nice. Was it mine? Or Dars? You're on about Dars, aren't you? Dars Nordic front. It won't be it won't be Al Pissy Pants, that's for sure. Oh, shut up, Beach. Oh, Brian, did you ever go up to the Tron Square up the High Street? A lot bigger than mine. Gotta go. See you all soon, and thanks again for your love for that. Oh, no problem, Sid. Keep us posted. You've got me email anyway. Just let me know how she's getting on. Yeah, if you just want to drop us an email or something, if you can't get in the chat, just so we know. And please give her all our love. And thank you for coming in. We will have some content next week. This was just a quick catch up because I've not been online for ages. We had a great New Year's a couple of years ago. Remember, Cass? Oh, God, we did. Oh, that was when What's Her Face was up, wasn't it? Uncle P. Pissing hell. Yeah, Cassie's was tipsy. Oh, and what's her name as well? Nuff Nuff. Do you remember? Nuff Nuff was, she was out in a van up at Goosner, arseholed, and she kept joining in and then getting cut off, and then she'd come up, she kept coming up on panels, you remember? And then we had Denny was up, Tismy Denny was up, and Uncle P. Oh my God. But that with Jen was the funniest. I know, Nuff Nuff. Oh my God, that was so funny. Yeah, because everyone came in, and then Nuff Nuff went live, and we were all backwards and forwards in, weren't we, between the two lives, between Nuff Nuff's and mine. Yeah, because I think we had, who came in? Oh, it was stand up, wasn't it? Belinda came in here shit-faced, and then Paula Parkinson came up on panel because Paula was rat-arsed as well. Where is Paula? I've not seen her for ages. But yeah, Paula Parkinson came up on panel, bladdered as well. I was pissed. Hi, Lisa. How are you, love? Yeah, that was a good night, that. But that's the one that got took down because Uncle P kept saying, "See you next Tuesday" every 2 minutes. Well, the fucking cyclone is now coming straight for us. Direct hit. Oh my God. Well, Green Eyes, I tell you, I mean, it's obviously not like you've got, but it's bad up here. It's been like this all day. It started off early hours of the morning. Tickety boo. I love that phrase. Tickety boo. There's something else I was going to say. I can't remember now anyway. Well, yeah, if I don't end up going out, I'll do a live. But if I do end up doing a live on New Year, if I don't go out, then you all have to come up on panel. As many people as I can get on panel, you have to come up. That's the rules. That film is in YouTube. I can't remember the name. Which film? What film are we talking about? Oh my goodness, it's Soul Says Hi, sweets. Hello, darling. Oh God, I can't make you flipping blue while I'm on my phone. You have to be a mod when you come in. Hey, sister, soul sister. Hey, sister, soul sister. I love you. Hello. How are you? I don't know, Lisa, until I get cut off, because this storm is pretty bad, and I keep saying I'm amazed. You know, normally when the weather's bad, I lose internet, and I haven't so far. I've not come on with any intention other than to just chat to people and say hello, and because I've not been online. So we're just not talking about anything in particular. We're just chatting shite. Billy Connery, tickety boo. Down among the big. Oh, I don't know that one, Cassius. I don't know that one at all. So yeah, so that's the plan then. If I don't go out and I end up staying home, I'll go live. But we have to have a full panel. I think who did we have up that year? We had, yeah, there was Tismy Denny, there was Nuff Nuff, there was Stand Up, there was Paula Parkinson. Have to run. Hopefully I'll catch. Okie dokie, darling. But thanks for popping in. If not, I'll leave it up. I always leave them up, don't I? Who else do we have? Bedtime Clown, Uncle P. Who else? Somebody else come up. Oh my God, who was it? Oh, Lisa. Lisa came up. Lisa came up on panel. God, I'm trying to. Frida, didn't you? I seem to remember. Didn't. Oh God, it's going to annoy me now. Oh, fear of missing out. I know, Lisa. Don't worry. Don't worry, darling. It'll be fine. We could do a karaoke. We could. But who would be singing? Okay, Lisa. Take care, darling. See you soon. Bye. I love that. FOMO. FOMO. Yeah, but it just end up being me, wouldn't it? Although we could get Bedtime to come up and do his singing with his guitar. Brian, are you off? Are you away at Southern S for New Year's? Brian. Oh yeah, Brian. Brian's special song. Da 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 da. 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 Da 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 da. Okay, it only came up once on your live telling my crap go. It wasn't a crap ghost story, silly. Shut till March. So, do they actually close this? Is nobody there at all then till March? Because I thought some of them are lived in all year, aren't they? I'm freaky and I'm kooky. Are you not spooky? You're all together mucky. You did, Lisa. You did do the night hag. Thank you. Oh, right. So is it the caravans that are along Sandy Lane, like the back onto Sandy Lane, up to the fence there? Are they all? That's 12 months, is it? There's one of the houses is for sale down Sandy Lane. I noticed that when we were down there. There's one as well. Do you go up Sandy Lane, Brian? There's a house as you're going up on the so if you're going from the chippy end up towards the where the pond bit is, on the right hand side there's a house there and it looks like it's been derelict forever. Oh, were they? Oh, right, okay. No, I thought it was great, Lisa. Yeah, it was nice having you both up. I think we should be doing that. Not been up Sandy Lane for a while. It got fucking hell, Brian. What are you like at all? Is my little pal staying up there? You know, the one that showed. I can't say my little pal though, can he? He's about 6'2", 6'3", that man. The one where showed and said, "Kiss me ass, says hello." Oh God. Oh, he was a nice man. I saw him the day we were leaving because I didn't recognise him because he didn't have his hat on. And he went, "Hello, Smiler." I was like, "Hey." So we still wouldn't have had a clue who Shona was on about. Freakishly true, strange story. No, Lisa, it's if you read about all the stories about the night hag. I am, Brian. I am, love. I certainly am. I'll let you know when I'll be up there. Obviously, I won't be putting it out on here because of all the dickheads. Obviously, present company in this chat accepted. Talking about the people who are watching and lurking. Oh dear. So yeah, I'll have to try and I'll get in touch with Leon then about this next week, this live. I have to do purple Aki. What's that? Cassius don't mind. What? What doesn't Cassius mind, or have I missed a joke somewhere? Let me have a look and go back. Ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. But yeah, I will be there. I'm going to be coming with one of my friends. She's never been before, and she's a nut job. She's an absolute fucking nut job. So that'll be quite funny. Her husband's already been warning her, who's saying, "Don't you be bloody misbehaving," because he knows what we're like when we're together. I don't mean like, being naughty. It's just we cause bloody havoc. My dad always says I've got too much of what the cat licks its arse with. She's 10 times worse than me. She's got a bloody answer for everything. She's a smart ass. Oh, is Cassius coming down as well? Oh, do you know what? We should have channel meetup, shouldn't we? Everybody get down to Southern S. I should put a tent in that garden because that house I rent, the garden's bloody huge. Get enough to pull up on come down in a camper van and put a couple of you up as well. And Greener, well, yeah. Are you coming over next year? I go every year anyway, so whenever you come over, you can come. And Brian's there every bloody weekend until March now. Do you know, though, years ago, Brian, it did used to be open all the time, didn't it? There were people living. It wasn't just Sandy Lane. Is that fairly recently? Like I mean, like recent rules. Do 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 do. One row at the Mermaid is a 12-month, but the pub shut this. What, the Mermaid bar's shut? Or do you mean the Paul Jones? Rabies. Yeah, it's scabies or rabies. King Hellfire. Oh, just over. Oh, God. What? The Paul Jones is shut. If you're driving, it wouldn't take that long. Well, I think it's something to bear in mind. I think it's something to think about. God, can you imagine if us lot hit that flipping peninsula? Jesus Christ on a bike. Hellfire needed. What was that phrase I heard? Oh, there was a film I was watching, and Robert Downey Jr. It just made the funniest. It was one of those phrases that it tickled me, and when it was kind of a shocked exclamation. He went, "Jesus Christ on rubber crutches," and I heard it, and I thought, "What?" But I thought I really like that. So apart from Christ on a bike, it's Jesus Christ on rubber crutches, and what in the blue fuck? That's another one. Oh, PJ's limited hours, 19th is shut, and the Mermaid shut till March. That stinks. You see, we used to be up there every Hogmanay, and we'd always go in the Paul Jones. Because I'll tell you, do you remember when I was on about Michael, who works in the shop on the site? And he was my ex's parents' next door neighbour on Shore Road. Well, I think he still lives there, doesn't he? But I remember his little boy, who, God, I don't even know. I don't know how old he is now. But he was coming around shaking everybody's hands, because we were in there with all the locals, because obviously we were guests up there, but everybody knew us anyway. But yeah, I'd had some very good Hogmanay in there, very good. And I know that the back of Hawthorne Cottage, which is what they used to own, where the outside tap is, there is still to this day, well, unless they've had it reflagged, there would still to this day be a stain that looks like blood underneath the outside tap. It wasn't. That was me trying to get a drink out of the outside tap, because we came the back way over the grass from the Paul Jones, and I'd been drinking Pernod and Black, and I gaffed my ring up on the pavement trying to get my head underneath the tap to get a drink of water. And it was Pernod and Black, and it stained. It went through it was like the cement, and it stained it, because every single year, John used to say, "Your stain's still there, Jax." Freaking hell. Pernod and Black, yak. But I don't even know who owns that now. Oh, give me 1 second. I just have to reply to a text message. Right. Have you been round the back? Have you been round and seen it? Do you know, I would have loved to have bought that house, but they've done, they remodeled it inside. 3 Jack Daniels and Coke, 8 pint of Belhaven Best, 9 Sambuca shots, 3 tequila, and lost a whole day. Yeah, no, I think the worst I've had 2 really bad New Years. One New Year was in 2009, and I was so sick. I'd drunk so much that the next day I was being sick, like, until tea time. And it was just, when you just throw up that yellow, is it bile? There was nothing on my stomach. I have never been. I thought I needed to go to hospital. As it happened, I ended up in hospital that night because I fell and I shattered my arm. That was on the ice. That I was just so hungover walking my dogs, and I wasn't watching where I was going. Straight down, face first, with the arm out in front of me, and yeah. We used to do. I've never tried the flaming sambuca, Lady Witch, but we used to do it with Drambuie, setting fire to Drambuie and making the glass stick to your hand. And I ended up with really bad burns because I mistimed it. You even had the site manager over checking on me because I hadn't opened the blinds. Oh, do you know? The other time, the other Hogmanay when I was rotten, and I mean, oh fuck, I was so ill. We went up to because I've told you all before, having a friend of mine own an estate up in the northeast of Scotland, and we went. There was a local ceilidh on. Oh fuck! I went there and I got absolutely shitty ass drunk. I don't even know what I was drinking. I mean, I was bad when I was in Newcastle with my friend. You know, that night we got sorry, Newcastle. When I was in Sheffield with my friend, and we got thrown out the taxi for farting in the taxi because we've been drinking pints of Castle Eden. That was bad. I've been drunk on Newcastle Brown in Newcastle, obviously, but I tell you that when I was up in the northeast, oh my god, I was so drunk. I was drinking everything, you name it, everything. It was just going down. Whee, yes, yeah, I'll have one of them. Whee, I'll have one of those. I was drinking scotch. I was drinking Baileys. They were doing vodka shots. I was drinking. Oh, I'll tell you what I was drinking. That stuff that oh, what's it called? Aftershock. You know, it tastes like tramp's cock. It's awful stuff. Awful. Ugh. Knocking those down. Somebody had Thunderbird, and we were chugging Thunderbird. I'm surprised we didn't drink Bucky, actually. It was just one of those. It was, I think someone had just emptied every drinks cupboard in the village and put it all out on the table. Oh, no, Shane, I didn't realise you. Oh, God, yeah, of course you're a baker, though, aren't you? No rest for bakers, oh, the wicked. Bless you. Thanks for coming in, Shane. We're going to hopefully have Leon up next week. So, yeah, that should be a good one, but I need to sort this out with him. Your ex didn't know you're supposed to put it out first. Oh my God, Lady Witch. Northeast is known for liking a good... Hiya, Linda. Was Leah. How are you doing, sweetie? Yeah, but do you know what? The best first footings I've ever done have been in the Northeast as well. We went round Davit, first footing with friends of mine. I tell you, the spreads and the alcohol, excellent. Again, that was another day. I got shitty ass drunk. But yeah, that one, that Hogmanay dance. Oh God, I remember. I woke up on. Well, it was probably about. I think we got back to my friend's farm at about. Oh God, it must have been 3-4 o'clock in the morning because it had snowed. And we couldn't get the cars out. They were stuck at the village hall. So we're walking. I've got high heels on. I don't know how I didn't end up with frostbite. Walking through about a foot of snow. It really come down. And then, well, we got into more alcohol back. They got the fire lit and we got into more alcohol. And at some point I went to bed and I woke up in the morning and I couldn't open my eyes. And I thought I had... I thought, because I was still half drunk, I thought I'd gone blind. I was like, why can't I see? I'd actually, because I'd been stupidly lying on my back in the night. I'd been sick in my sleep and gone like, bleh, and the sick had rolled up my face and settled in my eyes. Well, it stuck my eyes together. And it rolled off the side of my head and stuck in my hair. And my hair was sticking out like a fan. It was absolutely awful. I was so poorly. And the thing is, we had the shoot because it was the New Year's Day shoot as well. And I've gone up there with my dogs. We've got the. I was just like, I can't even. You couldn't put me in charge of a fucking spud gun. If I go trying to shoot with you, like I'm going to end up shooting somebody. Oh God, yeah, that was. I think I had probably a hangover for about 4 days after that one. It's a good job we were up there for 3 weeks, but God, I was ill, 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 ill. You threw up in your tapestry bag once. Was in a taxi, didn't want to make a mess in the taxi. Worst thing was, he had the money, £5 note for the coal man in your bag. Love it. Oh God. Do you know what, Linda, though? I've never been sick in my handbag. You had to wash your eye in the money the next day for the coal man. Oh man. I remember my ex. Oh, get this. Filthy sweat. The one I was telling you about with the foot on the ceiling. So we went to his work's Christmas do, and funny enough, that was held in Southport. They'd booked a hotel, and they booked rooms for us all. He worked for a company in Warrington, but basically they ended up having the do over at Southport. Well, it was free bar. Say no more. I was actually the sensible one. He got so wankered he couldn't even. He fell asleep on the floor. Well, it wasn't just him as well. Darren, one of the other lads, and me and Darren's wife, we were just like they're a pair of arseholes. They were so pissed. Darren fell off a chair and couldn't even get up. He just stayed passed out, like folded up like a £5 note in the corner. And my ex had slid off the chair and was under the table. He was lying there unconscious for about an hour anyway. Got him up to bed. Well, got him up to the room anyway. I got one of the other lads to help me because he just couldn't walk. He had spaghetti legs. Got him into the room, got him undressed, got him on the bed. I lay him on his side thinking, right, and I put a bin at the side of the bed on his side thinking, right, if he's going to be sick, he can't get to the toilet, he can just hurl into the bin. At least it's there. I can get it under his face quick. So I goes to sleep, and I must admit, I was that hacked off with him. I hadn't even hung my clothes up. I just kind of got out of them all and threw them on the floor, in a huff, got in bed. God, about 5 o'clock in the morning, I'm woken up and I'm thinking, the hell is that? Has he got the bathroom taps running? No. He's got up out of bed. He's pissed still. He's got up out of bed. He's walked round to my side of the bed. He sat on the bed thinking he's on the toilet and started pissing all over the floor. But he pissed all over my clothes. The clothes that I was going home in. Because we hadn't intended to stay over. It was just that the work was saying, oh, the rooms have been booked and blah, blah, blah. Because we didn't live that far away from there. And we thought, oh, bollocks to it, we've come in the car. We don't need a change of clothes. We'll be gone first thing in the morning. Yeah, it pissed all over my clothes. It wasn't long after that. I don't think as a relationship we lasted that much longer, to be fair. I've never known anyone get that drunk, ever. And it was all the time, so yuck. Apparently, if you threw up in a taxi, you had to pay to get it valeted. I couldn't afford that. Linda, it weren't even for. He was a dirty bastard. I tell you what, I was slapping him round the face with this pissy clothes, and I had this gorgeous coat as well. I had a gorgeous coat. That it's my own fault. I shouldn't have thrown it all on the floor in a huff. I learned my lesson that day, I tell you. Arsehole. Anyway, such is life. You live and learn. But yeah, I've had some very drunken experiences. Oh man. But at least when I'm old and grey and talking about my youth, I've got some very interesting stories to tell. As we all have. As we all have. At least we've not been boring, you know? I think that's the main thing. We haven't been boring. We've lived very full and funny lives. I've heard from Sheila. Yeah, I have, love. I was talking to her on the phone earlier. She did say to send her love to everybody. Hello, 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 hello. I miss her because, but I did say while she's not here though, Linda, we can all start slagging her off if you want. Your hubby rarely drinks. He was on Rennie Martin. Oh, it's Rennie. Is it Remy Martin? Is it? One night. Oh my God, he did the same. I woke him up, stood at the side of me, started. Oh my, wow. So it wasn't just my ex that did it, the dirty guy. The thing is, though, you know, you sometimes hear about fellas who'll pee in wardrobes or they pee in drawers and things. He'd never done that before, but fuck. Oh yeah, yeah, no, she's absolutely fine, Linda. She's absolutely fine. She's thinking it's quite funny that people have put so much effort into getting rid of her when she didn't give a shit anyway. So that's how she. Even putting it in the closet is dicey. I was at a party and a guy thought the closet was the bathroom. He took a dump in the laundry basket. No! You see? Yeah, your epitaph on your grave will say, her life was never boring. Absolutely, Frida. You have the best life. Linda, my ex peed in his wardrobe a couple of times. I know it seems to be a man thing, doesn't it? Lady Witch just reminded me. I went to school with this girl called Kathy, right? And she went out with this lad. He was a lot older. Well, we were in the sixth form, so we were about 17, 18, coming on to 18. This lad was about 23, 24 that she was seeing. And she told us he'd stayed over at hers. Mum and dad were away. So he stayed over at her house. And she said that when she'd woke up, he'd gone home, whatever. And she found that I don't know at what point he'd done this during the night or whether he'd done it for a laugh or because he was drunk. But she said he took a shit in a vanity case. Go figure. Says the one with the dock leave. Yeah, but you know, whatever. Never had the inclination to piss all over someone's clothes. No, but you know what I mean, though, Cassis. Have you never heard? You know, a lot of women are always saying, you know, oh, that like their husband's got drunk and pissed in the wardrobe, or pissed in a cupboard, or opened a drawer and pissed in a drawer. Shut up, green eyes. No, it wasn't that I took a shit on purpose. I got caught short. It's like Amber Heard. At least it wasn't on the bed. No, come on, that was that laxative, and you know the story. I'm not going to go over it again. It wasn't that I was being dirty. It was just I should have stayed at home. Case fell asleep on the sofa once years ago with boyfriend, heard this hissing sound. Boyfriend was pissing on the fire. Oh my God! Was he drunk? It seems to be. I don't know whether it's because I don't even know why. Because you don't hear about women doing it, but it's men seem to do it a lot. Not all men. I'm going to stipulate that. Not all men. You must have had a good aim. Was it? I hope it wasn't an electric fire, was it, Frida, or was it the coal fire? And I'd have kicked him out as well. Does he know how long it takes to get them buggers going? He pissed on his mum's Christmas tree. No. Oh, we are. Hang on. Stuart's got a. Okay, I have a drunk story. I was over the moon to get a date with this stunning girl. For courage, I drank too much and pissed in her bed. I gave her a check. to buy a new mattress but never sew it again. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, flipping heck. Or was he a caveman? Yeah, I'm not surprised you didn't see him again. I know, I'm not. Well, I would have seen you again, but I'd made sure you'd got bloody what they call, you'd have not been able to stay over again. I'd have seen you, but you'd have never stayed at mine again. I'd have said we stay at yours in future, but you're not coming on my new mattress. I've never done that. I mean, being sick, yeah, I've been sick. Yeah, I mean, I remember one of my neighbours. We gate crashed. Me and my other friend, we were in the village I used to live in. We got blooded on Pims one night, and we thought our neighbours were having a barbecue. They weren't, but we were that pissed. We were like, Steve, Helen, feed us. We went knocking on the door. They let us in. Steve's in his dressing gown. Helen's entertaining a friend, but we went in anyway. She gets the vodka out, and I threw up in the sink. I just went, I need to be sick. All over the dishes. I was so embarrassed. Not at the time. The next day, I was really embarrassed. They thought it was funny, though. You took your dog for a walk years ago, ended up at the lighthouse and took a really sore belly, went down the steps and dropped my drawers. Diarrhea down the side of the lighthouse. And that, Linda, is why it's now called a shite house rather than a lighthouse. I don't feel half as bad. But it's one of them, when you've got to go, haven't you, Linda? He was a caveman after Frida twatted him over the head with something heavy. Do you know, Brian, for a second I was thinking, that weren't Southey Lighthouse, was it? No, Linda lives further north. You slipped on a rock, slid down, bruised your back, had to clean your bum with an empty clean your bum with an empty crisp bag. Oh my God, that's brilliant. That is even better than me dragging my arse along the floor at Ephesus. Oh, Green, I don't want to die. Do you know what you should have done, Linda? Just gone and walked down to the water's edge. Well, that, you know. Oh, God, no salt and vinegar. That'd be a bit stingy-ringy, wouldn't it? Oh, God. It was either the crisp bag or the dog's luck. Oh, my God. Time was a mile out. Now that's a good story, Linda. That is a really good story. How come we always end up... Who brought it back to poo? No, it wasn't me. Oh my goodness. Oh. Oh, don't start me going green eyes, please don't. It's like I was trying to explain to people in the chat. It's like those flipping photos, guess the film. And I started laughing. My lungs have not been the same for the last 2 weeks. This is just not good. He was scared in case there was tourists with cameras. I do that though, because I must admit, I always, if I'm on a walk, I always want to wee. Always. And I always have to try and find somewhere to go and have a sneaky wee. I've got a bladder like a peanut. Oh. Oh God, can you imagine if not just that though, one of those tide cameras, they have, because they've got them everywhere now, haven't they? Where you can watch real time, like the tide coming in, or watch bird nests, or like Frida was saying, watch giraffes being born, things like that. You have to throw your drawers out. No, green eyes, I do have a safety wee. I always wee just before I go out, and I still end up needing another one. It's not an age thing, Bright. I've always been like that from being a kid. I think I've just got a teeny weeny bladder. I'm everything teeny. I just don't. I'm like a person, only smaller. Not quite Hobbit-esque though. Had to throw you. Oh bloody hell, Linda! Honest to God, that I think. Let's have a vote here, because I think that's beaten me. That put a 1 in chat if you think that Linda's story beats my story of being caught short at Ephesus. Stick a 1 in the chat if you think Linda has now beaten my story of getting caught short at Ephesus. There you go. Absolutely. In Turkey, green eyes, the one where I got caught short when I was round Ephesus. Where you had to drag me bum on the floor. I think Linda's is funnier, personally. Right, well, I think now Linda has the title of Queen Shit for the rest of the day. In fact, for the rest of the year, Linda was Leah Noble, i.e. Queen Shit. No, the shuffling your ass on the dust is funny as fuck. Oh, God. I was hoping to take the limelight away from that. Oh, I tell you, I was ill. I was really ill. Dirty fecking water. Yeah, Queen Shit. Yeah, every day I'm shuffling. Don't make me laugh. Green eyes, fuck you. Oh God. Oh, please don't make me laugh. Naughty brittle praline ass.
Oh man. Time we're on here now. Oh well, I've not got a lot of I've not got a lot. Don't we encourage a green eye, Frida? She's a get. You absolute get green eyes. Oh. Oh man. You see, this is what happens when I start laughing. Nutty slack. That was how said she was only a coal miner's daughter and her knickers were full of old slack. Oh God, when were we doing that in my chat last time, or was it somebody else's we were doing it in? Or was it WhatsApp? I can't remember where we were doing that now. She was only a fishmonger's daughter, so she lay on the slab and cried, "Fill it!" Corduroy. No, it's Frida's boyfriend had corduroy balls when he went in the water. Cold water. Oh, God. What is nutty slack? Look at that. Just look at the picture for a minute. The face of an angel and an ass like peanut brittle. Shitting hell. Oh my goodness. Slack nuts. Hairy brains. It's some sort of toffee, I think we know. Oh, right. I don't eat nuts, Frida, so. And that's not a joke or a euphemism, Brian, before you start. She was only the welder's daughter, but she had a settling tits. She was only a sea captain's daughter, and her navel was full of old seamen. Beat that one. Oh. Is that a Johnny one? I've never heard the welder's daughter one. Oh, God. Oh. Right, so as I'm nearly running out of space, or not space, battery, is there any last minute things you would like to discuss before I end up jogging on for the night? I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. For somebody to say something. We need an incognito. Oh, God, yeah. An incognito night. What would you like the subject to be? Space-time continuum. Yeah, if we did an incognito, what would you want for the subject? I still think the alien night was the funniest. Was that the first one? Oh, I can't remember. I just remember that bloody flipping Cassius coming in. The alien's probe was stinking, and that finished me off. It finished me off. Yeah, the alien's probe. Alien's probe was stinking. And who came in as was it Julia? It was E.T.'s stinky finger. no. Well, the thing is, Cassius, I clickbaited it, didn't I? I put we talk about aliens. Cassius got probed by an alien. That I must admit, that was the funniest incognito night. The thing is, we couldn't do that again. We can't do an alien one again because all the funniest things have been done. Sid came in with something funny as well, didn't he? Oh, I can't remember what his was. I just know it was really funny. Yeah, that the way he did. I just remember when that came in. And I lost it. You should, you know what? If you fancy a little laugh tonight, you should go back and listen to that live. I have to apologise to people. That was like Sheila. Sheila got stuck with that Jimmy Riddler bank fiddler. That was about 14 days, wasn't it? Oh God, didn't have a clue that was you because someone else was it Sheila got stuck with it? Yeah, that was it. Jimmy Riddler bank fiddler. Green eyes. A few more people knew it was me after that. It was just the humour of that. That it just cracked me up. Aliens probe was stinking. Oh God. Jimmy Riddler bank fiddler. God, no, I still think, yeah, that alien one was, I think that was probably the funniest incognito night we've done. That was really funny. But it just showed how humorous you all were. Oh, man. Yeah, it was like E.T. Stinky Green Finger. I can't think of everybody. Well, Aliens Probe was stinking. Then there was another. I think Julie was the stinky green finger, wasn't she? And I wouldn't mind. Julie was quite new then, wasn't she? She didn't know us all, but bloody hell, she joined in. Going into chats, thinking, oh, fuck's sake. I'm still called that. Sheila was very good at the incognito names. I know. I miss her too. Well, obviously, I still speak to her away from here, but yeah, Brian the Bastard shown us care. That was the other one, yeah. Brian the Bastard shown us care. Oh dear me. So I'm sorry about this. If Stuart's still here, sorry. If you go back through my lives, I mean, you probably had a little look anyway, but we sometimes do incognito nights, and you can come in as anything that you like, and I've got to try and guess who you are. And it'll be along the theme. So one of the first ones, I think the first one we did was a cryptid creatures one, but then we did an alien one and it was very, very funny. But the lives are all still up, so if you're interested, you can go back and have a listen. But yeah, but Cassie's, because I'd made sorry, I need to explain it. So we were talking about aliens that week. So as clickbait, I put that Cassius got probed by an alien. He hadn't, obviously. but we got quite a lot of views that night. So when it was the incognito night, Cassius changed his name. And he came in as the aliens probe was stinking. So, and it still kills me to this day. Oh, you're still there? Oh, sorry, Stuart. I'm just trying to fill you in, obviously, because just in case you don't know what we're all talking about. Cassius, you're coming down to Southern next year. Yes, he is. Everybody is. Maybe he has been probed. Those Edinburgh folk are funny. Well, you don't know what goes on up Princes Street. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I'm chucking away here. Do you know, I think I think when I get my phone charged, I might listen to that in bed again because I fancy having a listen to a giggle. And I've not listened to that one back. Sometimes, if I'm bored, I'll have a listen back to lives and see if there's anything I missed or how manic I'm sounding. But yeah, I've not actually listened to that one. Most abductees claim they've been probed. Cassis denies it. Cassis denies it. Well, actually, Alan Godfrey, though, he doesn't, does he? But obviously, I know you said most, but I know he never, well, I mean, it could have been, couldn't he? But he had a lost time incident. And I think, didn't that Barney and Betty, theirs was just lost time, wasn't it? And I don't think they ever remembered what happened to them. But I think I'm sure Terry Lovelace was one who think he got probed. And obviously Travis Walton, what happens in Birkenhead stays in Birkenhead. I've still said I want to get up to bloody Edinburgh. Dragging Cassius can come and join us going down Mary King's. But that frightens me, that place. That when I went, excuse me, I went there with my friend Dee, and she lives in Edinburgh. Oh my God. When I heard that, somebody just whispered my name down my ear, and I thought it was her, and it wasn't. She was the other side of the room. Yeah, it shit me right up, that did. I wished I'd had like some fancy recording equipment because that would have just been amazing. Gosh, I've got my work phones going off here. I'm not supposed to be on duty tonight. I wonder if there's stuff going on because of all these storms. There were, and when I went to get Cooper's steak earlier, it's quite a drive to get there. One of the lanes that would have normally gone down, that had been closed off. Police were at either end. I don't know whether there was a tree down or not. I just used a different route. You got probe last night. Oh, is John home? Snigger, snigger. Right, you lovely lot. Well, I'm now depleting the battery significantly. So as I don't want to get cut off mid... No, he got steak because he saved my life, Brian. How did I know? Because you're giddy and you were in bed longer than you normally are. That's how I know. Good on you, girl. Good on you. Go, Johnny. It's your birthday. Go party like it's your birthday. Right, I will make a point of getting in touch with Leon again and see, just in case he didn't get my text message. We will sort this out. I will be letting you know. As I said, it looks like it's going to be January for the haunted pub. That's going to be fun. Wait till you all find out where it is. And then we've got the sword making. Now, I know that's not going to be everyone's cup of tea. However, it's mine. And I'm fascinated by it because it's going to be done in the authentic ancient Nordic way. So, and the fact that there's going to be a Norwegian film crew as well. So that's going to be really, really good fun, I think. Anyway, so thank you all so much for coming in, even though I had absolutely no plan for anything. It's been lovely to see everybody. Give a big shout out for Sheila in case she's watching us. I hope she is. Love you, girl. Um, and a big fu to all the troublemakers who've been sitting there like because they've got no lives, recording and hoping to hear something juicy, which you're not. Anyway, on that note, thank you everybody for coming in. Thanks for joining us, Stuart. I hope that we've made you feel welcome enough, because I know it's a bit awkward when you don't know what we're talking about, but it's been great to see you in. Shane's relatively new as well, and he's fitted right in as well, so hope to see you back again. Yeah, love you, Sheila, wherever you are. We do. Yeah, we'll sing to her, shall we? We love you, Sheila. Oh, yes, we do. Without you, Sheila, YouTube is poo. We love you, Sheila. We want you back. I don't know what would rhyme with that. La 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 la. There you go. That's a little song for Sheila. Okie dokie. Right, guys, gals, and everything else that I don't know what you might be, but I'm not going to judge. As always, thank you for coming in, and I'll see you on the bright side.